We arrived today in the Denver airport and drove to Laramie. The moment we crossed the Wyoming border, I swear I saw a herd of buffalo. Also, I thought it was strange that the Wyoming sign said Wyoming, like no place on earth, instead of Wyoming, like no place else on earth.
I stopped in at a local inn for a bite to eat, and my waitress said to me,
"Hi, my name is Debbie. I was born in 1954, and Debbie Reynolds was big then. So yes, there are a lot of us around, but I promise I won't slap you if you leave your elbows on the table." Now, are you from Wyoming, or are you just passing through?
"Nah, we're just passing through."
Today, Lee tried to explain to me to no avail what chicken fried steak was.
We arrived in Laramie tonight, just past the welcome sign to Laramie. Population 26,687. The first thing to greet us was Walmart. In the dark, we could have been on any main drag in America. Fast food chains, gas stations. But as we drove into the downtown area by the railroad tracks, the buildings still looked like a turn-of-the-century western town. Oh, and as we passed the University Inn, on the sign, where amenities such as heated pool or cable TV are usually touted, it said, "Hate is not a Laramie value."
Hello?
Reverend,
Yes, hello.
I believe your wife told you a bit about why I'm contacting you.
Yes, she did. And let me tell you, I don't know that I really want to talk to anyone about any of this incident. I'm somewhat involved, and I just don't think.
Yes, I completely understand, and I don't blame you. You know, I went to your service on Sunday.
You went to the services on Sunday?
Yes, I did.
On Sunday?
Yes, this past Sunday.
Did I meet you?
Yes, you welcomed me at the beginning, I believe.
I see. Well, let me tell you, I'm not afraid to be controversial or to speak my mind, and that is not necessarily the views of my congregation per se. Now, as I said, I am somewhat involved. That half the people in the case, well, the girlfriend of the accused is a member of our congregation, and one of the accused has visited. Now, those two people, the accused, have forfeited their lives. We've been after the two I mentioned for ages, trying to get them to live right, to do right. Now, one boy is on suicide watch, and I'm working with him. Until they put him in the chair and turn on the juice, I will work for his salvation. Now, I think they deserve the death penalty. I will try to deal with them spiritually.
Right, I understand.
Now, as for the victim, I know that the lifestyle is legal, but I will tell you one thing. I hope that Matthew Shepard, as he was tied to that fence, that he had time to reflect on a moment when someone had spoken the word of the Lord to him, and that before he slipped into a coma, he had the chance to reflect on his lifestyle.
Thank you, Reverend. I appreciate you speaking with me. The fence. I've been out there 4 times. I've taken visitors. That place has become a pilgrimage site. Clearly, that's a very powerful personal experience to go out there. It's so stark and so empty, and you can't help but think of Matthew out there for almost 18 hours in almost freezing temperatures. With that view up there, isolated in the "God, my God, why have you forsaken me" comes to mind.
Phil Labrie, a friend of Matthew's, took us to the fence this morning. I broke down the minute I touched it. I feel such a strong kinship with this young man. On the way back, I made sure no one saw me crying.
Greg, he was crying on the way back. I couldn't bring myself to tears, but I felt the same way. I've been interviewed today with Aaron Kreifels. He's the boy who found Matthew out there on the fence. I don't feel up for it. I think I'll ask someone else to do it.
We spent the last 2 days packing a year's worth of materials and saying our goodbyes. We've been here 6 times and conducted over 200 interviews. Jedediah cried when he said goodbye.
Marge was just luck. When we asked her how Laramie would feel about seeing a play about itself, she said,
I think we'd enjoy it. To show it's not the hellhole of the earth would be nice, but that is up to how you portray us. And that in turn is up to how Laramie behaves.
And as we were getting off the phone, she said to me,
Now, you take care. I love you, honey.
Doc asked me to ghostwrite a book about the whole event. Galloway offered me or anyone else a place to stay if and when we come back to Laramie. He also seemed very interested as to whether there'd be any auditions for the play.
we left Laramie at about 7 in the evening. And on the way to Denver, I looked in my rearview mirror to take one last look at the town. I will speak with you. I will trust that if you write a play of this, that you say it right. You need to do your best to say it correct. And in the distance, I can see the sparkling lights of Laramie, Wyoming.